Sinsinawa Dominican sisters are called to preach and teach the gospel through ministries like Transitions. We number about 530 vowed members and 270 associates serving across the United States as well as overseas. We are part of the larger Dominican family, the Order of Preachers. Our mother house, referred to as the Mound, is located in the southwestern corner of Wisconsin. Our story began in 13th century Spain with Saint Dominic, who was lovingly critical of any structure in need of transformation and recognized a need in the church to preach the gospel to his contemporaries in the manner that both Jesus and the apostles did, by combining preaching with an apostolic way of life, living what they preached and preaching what they lived. Taking the gospel to the people was a radical idea to the church of the 15th century. However, Dominic and his first companions preached any and everywhere, traveling from town to town, spreading the good news. St. Dominic's preaching was true to the gospel of Jesus Christ and suited to a particular people and a particular culture. Similarly, as sisters, we pay attention to the needs of the times. Our preaching is always in response to the very real needs of others. The four essentials of Dominican life are prayer, study, community, and ministry. The gospel is so rich and deep that we believe it can only be entered into through consistent prayer, ongoing study, and community sharing and living. These essentials provide the necessary context for hearing the Word of God. We find our way together, not individually. Samuel Mazzucchelli, the founder of the Sinsinawa Dominican Sisters, was a young student in the Dominican novitiate in 1828. He left his studies in Rome to answer Bishop Edward Fenwick's call to be a missionary on the American frontier. Samuel lived and moved among the people, listening, learning, teaching, and encouraging. In 1847, Father Mazzucchelli founded the Sinsinawa Dominican congregation. He gathered 4 young women to share his dream of providing education for immigrant families. The community grew, and the sisters became known for their excellence in education. Another thread of the Dominican sisters' journey was carried to the United States in 1925. A dozen Dominican sisters came from Speyer, Germany, responding to a request from Bishop Carroll of Helena, Montana, to assist the priests who taught at the men's college there. Mother Bonaventura Grow courageously led these sisters to Montana. The Kettle Falls Dominicans grew and were greatly loved for building, sponsoring, and ministering in hospitals and schools in Northeast Washington and Western Montana. They later became known as the Spokane Dominicans. On February 26, 1995, the Spokane Dominicans and the Sinsinawa Dominicans became one congregation. The joining of the two congregations has been mutually beneficial and has enhanced our mission. Together, we believe that at the heart of ministry is relationship. As Sinsinawa Dominican women, we are called to proclaim the gospel through the ministry of preaching and teaching in order to participate in the building of a holy and just church and society. We are lawyers, doctors, teachers, social workers, nurses, prison chaplains, spiritual directors, mental health counselors, religious educators, and much more. We're in the central city, rural outposts, and all the places in between. Central to each of these ministries are the gospel values of truth, compassion, community, justice, and partnership.